Hey, good morning. Hey, I want to talk today a little bit about some crucial, very crucial information that I feel that vast majority of the public that's on the road with us each and every day doesn't have any idea about or has no understanding of. This is a breakdown on so many levels, but I'm not going to get into that. Educating drivers on the road with the trucks is probably the only way I can figure to reduce dangerous accidents and hostility and try to make things a little bit more understanding and more peaceful on the road. Anger always creates possibility for mistakes and damage and violence and all that stuff, and we don't need any of that. It's not our intentions, and I don't believe it's just the average person's intentions. But to get to the point, there's about three primary factors here that I really wanted to cover with everybody. I'll almost bet most people don't have any idea what or how long it takes to stop a loaded semi truck. Now, there's going to be some dispute. Some people are going to say a little less, a little more, this and that, but it's splitting hairs isn't important right now. Saving lives is. So you can figure on average any semi truck fully loaded or close to being fully loaded, which is approximately 80,000 pounds, traveling at 60 miles an hour in perfect road conditions with a perfectly alert driver that reacts within seconds of seeing the issue ahead. It can take, on average, about 325 to 350 feet to come to a complete stop. Now, for those that don't know a lot about math or don't like numbers, that's longer than a football field. So take that into consideration that just the average truck pulling up behind you at 60 miles an hour, it's going to require quite a while to stop that truck. So when you see that big space in front of diesel trucks on the highways, on the streets, in the city streets, that space is put there because we have what's known as it's a collision prevention device in the truck, anti-collision. Almost all trucks have it now. It's required. This system is designed to monitor the vehicles and the items in front of the truck. It has a radar system that analyzes side traffic in front and back. Bunch of technical details that I don't care to get into. However, when you pull in front of that space up there, that first 100 feet, it automatically alerts the truck, gives us about 3 seconds to do something about it. And if the driver doesn't do something, it will lock the brake system up, depending on how close the item is or the object in front of the truck is and how much you respond. It's very hard to override that once it's taken place until it's ready to let go. This can cause severe rear end accidents for the people who may be following close behind you and don't realize you're about to slam on the brakes. So keep that in mind when you're passing trucks. The best thing to do is always pass as quickly as possible. Don't linger around the side of the vehicle. It's extremely hard to see you. Not to mention we're doing lots of different things at the moment, so seeing you is not always the first thing that we're going to be seeing. We're looking at all the other cars and the movement around the freeway, and it's very easy to get lost in stuff like that. Blind spots are a real thing. Don't pass on the right side unless there's an adequate lane and a condition to do so, but definitely not at a light when you're getting ready to turn. If there's space there, it's because the truck has to swing out wide to the left and button hook into the other lane where we're about to turn. Otherwise, we'll either drive over the light on the corner or the person in the turn lane. So we're not just going left when our blinker says right because we're stupid. We're doing it because it's required to maneuver in the small areas in which the cities have provided for us to get around. Third thing, I guess, is going to be if you're one of the people that are kind and see a truck driver with a blinker on and it's flashing and you're thinking, hey, man, I'm going to let this guy over. Try to do us a favor. Your high beam headlight switch is usually on your dash or on your steering column. If you blink those headlights just a couple of times, it changes the life of that driver. You can't even imagine the impact that makes. It also allows us to know that you're doing that and that you're not just sitting back there either pissed off or waiting or wondering what's going to happen or whatever. Too much uncertainty, it causes more grief than anything. And there's nothing sadder when a person's trying to help you out that you can't understand they're trying to help you out because of lack of communication. Lighting on vehicles are a real good way to communicate. There's a pretty basic set of communication skills that are out there. A lot of them you can look into, Google them. I'm sure they have an opinion on it, but y'all, I'm sure you've seen truck drivers lights blinking and flashing and stuff when other trucks pass, so forth and so on. That's just a way to let us know that we're going to let you over. They're going to let us over, and a way to say thank you for doing so. So if that's what you're planning on doing, make sure it's delivered with all the intent you really had it with, and just flash your lights a couple times. Most truck drivers will respond with a couple flashes back or a blink or two, and like I said, it'll change the day of a truck driver. So hope that's helpful. I know I'm like I said, I'm a truck driver. I'm not designed to sit here on camera and talk to people, so this may not be a great one-off production, but I'll tell you what, if it helps anybody at all, it's worth my time, and hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Have a good afternoon. I'm going to link some videos here in the bottom of one of these, and I'd really recommend taking a look at it. One of them's very graphic, though. If you're sensitive and kind-hearted, I would maybe not look at it. But it is a very good video about distracted drivers and trucks and how catastrophic they can be. So, all right, y'all, have a good day. Be safe, and God bless you all.